Cooking by Incognito Mode. Something that I'm not allowed to do. I'm actually banned from kitchens.
Cooking. Cooking!
Cooking.
What is cooking? It's a frozen TV dinner, that's what it is that's cooking. And I put it in the microwave with my camera, so you can see it cooking in real time. Don't worry, that's not smoke. That's steam. It's totally normal. Yes. Black steam.
Nice.
Oh God, it's locked. It won't open. It won't open. Help! Help! I'm gonna have to break the glass. I can't reach the plug. I can't reach the plug.
Yeah.
911. Yes, operate. Oh, fire services. Yes. Come quickly. I'm very hungry.
So I want to point out that audio was pretty rough, but it was a 10 out of 10 because it was on purpose, because it was that was the intent. Oh man, it felt like I was hearing reverberations in a fishbowl. Like, it would not surprise me if he actually put something in a microwave. That was actually a 10 out of 10. That's how you have a quote-unquote subpar audio experience, but do it correctly. I loved that.
I would like to try, just once, cooking meth. I think that looks kind of fun. You know what
Clearly we're talking about in Payday 2. Absolutely.
I mean? You know, it feels like it's got that nice kind of part about cooking where it's like, you don't have to be exactly right about the recipe. You can kind of intuit a few things, and then...
I don't think any of that's true.
No. From my very limited understanding, that goes south really quick. No, I don't know how to cook it for full disclosure. No. I disagree with adding a pinch and a dash there. I'm pretty sure there's pretty precise measurements on stuff like that.
At the end, you get this big glassy thing, and it's like, all right, you don't even have to smoke it. You could just turn it into like a nice vase. It feels entrepreneurial as well. It's like me and the gang. There's something nice about it.
I think it'd be cool if we had a cooking show.
Binging with Babbage, but it's drugs.
Welcome to Tweaking with Tony. I'm your host, Tweaking Tony. And like week one, it's like it's the pilot episode, right? So it's like today we're just going to be making some classic old-fashioned methamphetamine.
Cool. Spicy.
And it like does a B-roll where it's just like a baking sheet. It's like methamphetamine, like wipes over methamphetamine.
Here's some I prepared earlier. But if you're going to do the same, you're going to need...
This is my grandmother's recipe.
Uh-huh.
You know, she didn't exactly pass it down to me, but I remember watching her make it a lot when we were children. And now I've had a lot of fun recreating it for my new recipe book, Tweaking with Tony, Recipes to Serve 30 to Life. But then, like, people love it. So now we're on, like, episode 6. We've done, like, meth, cocaine, crack, and we've done, like, a little trendy video where it's like, today we're going to be making the meth from Breaking Bad. That's right. Everybody's
we're starting to run out of gimmicks. We've done opium into just heroin. And
and it's like season 7 is like, all right, today we're going to explore what to do when you're a little bit tired of cooking, right? Today we're just gonna be huffing paint.
Bring in the cans of compressed air. Hey, y'all forgot GHB. I actually don't know what GHB is. It came up recently. I'm like, I have no idea what GHB is. Oh my god, this is satire at its finest. I love the entirety of this because this is satire. I crave this type of content.
Minimal effort, no real prep time. You can be in and out in 45 seconds.
Nice. Elated.
Today
Elevated.
we will be drinking just gasoline. Spoon.
Oh my god, we want to talk about I've literally posted pictures. What was it? I think I did a mayonnaise on a Costco hot dog. What was the other struggle meal someone mentioned? Oh my god, it was I put mayonnaise on something, and somebody was just like, "God, that's a struggle meal," which was really funny. The struggle is not going from cocaine to coke, right? Not cocaine to crack, right? We're like bottom of the barrel crack, right? the low point is when you're doing gasoline. And then you start getting numb to the gasoline, so you throw in the compressed air and the paint there. You start mixing up. And then you're gonna get some galaxy gas, you get some ribbons. Oh God. Talk about a struggle situation. Wow.
Now, there's no need to preheat this. You can just drink it at room temperature. It's perfectly good.
I'm going to step onto my balcony garden where we will climb over to my neighbor's balcony garden. We're going to be using his kitchen today because the smell won't dissipate for several weeks. And we don't want the police knocking on our door now, do we?
No.
It's like a studio audience applause.
Oh, mate, this is actually such a brilliant premise for a show.
This would be so much funnier if I knew anything about cooking meth. You know what I hate is I feel...
Hold up. You know what could make this happen? Okay, so hear me out. You pitch to the CIA or the FBI, right? You pitch the idea to spread misinformation about how to cook stuff like this, okay? Like, I feel like we kill like 6 birds with 1 brick here. Because you're going to have idiots that are going to write in or try to show up. Like, yeah, no, I want to learn how to do this in person. Okay. That's clearly intent. You have people that are going to watch it. Take the misinformation. And they run with it. I feel this could be the ultimate psyop. No cap.
Like cookbooks are like so incredibly vain. Yeah, there's some great, recipes and stuff for you to make at home, but really it's about my childhood. No, it fucking isn't, man.
And it's really describing a memory around this recipe.
Like, Kevin from The Office? That dude has a cookbook for
No
chili.
way.
Yeah.
There are 106 recipes in that book. And he was like, but there's some great stories in this book.
I promise. There's some great stories.
Can you imagine, like, you're trying to get fucking dinner ready for her story, and she's like, oh, babe, are you almost done making the salmon quiche? And you're like, yo, hold on, man. I mean, when he was growing up in the Philippines, like...
I just got to the bit with his first kiss.
Why does it matter that your grandma made it this way?
Yeah. No, I don't.
I hate
don't
that
give a
shit.
shit.
I would argue, and this is my hot take on this, I would argue it's that parasocial element to it, right? So, I don't know, let's just take a random chef out of a hat, okay? Let's say Martha Stewart, right? Regardless of your feelings on her, because I hear she's got some little bit of a controversy surrounding her. I don't remember what specifically, but let's just pull Martha Stewart out of a hat, right? Part of it's going to be, one, yeah, you're looking at the recipe. You're looking at, I don't know, how she does baked chicken. But also, it's the process, the philosophy, the logos that goes in behind it, right? Where some people, a lot of people, I'd argue, actually care about the process, the inspiration. They want to deeper understand that, right? Kind of like how you want to interact with some of your favorite creators in certain ways, right? Like, I think there's that parasocial element to it. And I fall in that camp. Someone outlined it recently of just like they can't really do the whole parasocial thing. They prefer social interactions. So yeah, I'm kind of the same way. Like I'll show up, I'll support. But I prefer a more like, I don't want to say socio-normative, right? But I prefer a more social experience rather than parasocial experiences. But that's me specifically. And they could feel the same way as well. And that's probably why it doesn't sell, right? So throwing something like Martha Stewart making baked chicken and how this was an inspiration. Maybe she went to the Caribbean. Maybe she saw something and it gave her inspiration to come home and try this, right? That logic behind it, that story, if you will. I mean, you're effectively selling it as entertainment as well, right?
I watch so many YouTube videos where they're like, I don't really like adding this much salt, but that's how my grandma used to make. Your grandma's not in your kitchen with a wooden stick ready to hit you on the fucking hands.
I want to see a grandma with a Michelin star. before I start taking more of this grandma advice. I'm sick of this.
They're trying to justify doing it stupidly. They're like, normally you can just crack your hard-boiled eggs, a little bit on the side and just peel them off. But I like to just eat them with the shell on. Call me crazy, but that's how Gam Gam taught us. We were happy. What level of cookery are you at? How much of if I gave you a restaurant, how long would it be before you burn it down? How often do you cook?
I've got a relative instinct for things, but I'm really not good at following instructions.
Yeah.
I just don't like instructions very much.
Really?
Dude, I've see my example on rice and water in the microwave. I'm not going to rehash the whole thing, but I mean, if you were there for that reaction, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Like words is written, instructions, and whatever. I'll just figure it out. I have to force myself to actually read the instructions.
No. It's the same with IKEA furniture, right? I just want to kind of intuit everything.
How are you freestyling IKEA furniture?
Well, you just sort of...
That's impressive.
Oh, well, this bolt looks about this side. This looks about this nut size. So these two must go together. And then what tends to happen is I go, right, can I intuit this thing? No.
No.
All right.
Yeah.
Historian, I've organized all the pieces neatly. I remember when I was down and out back in the day, didn't have much money, and I had heard, there's a whole bunch of foods at the supermarket that you should really try that people simply overlook. But they're...
What was it? Vinny Vinesauce was talking. No, wasn't. No, it wasn't Vinny Vinesauce. It was Simon Whistler, Fact Boy. He was talking about how when he was at in university, I think he had some kind of grocery store near him that had clearance things like monkfish. He would get the stuff that was about to expire that was on clearance, right? And there was some really cool stuff. There was some good eating there. I've never tried monkfish. I would try. I'd be willing to try it. I could see it being cool. I have been craving a good catfish recently, though. There's 2 places where I'd actually try it in Idaho. I've been itching for a good catfish.
Great if you don't have any money. I'm like, yeah, go on.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so they're like dried kidney beans and lentils and stuff. It's like, you know what? It's true. I do overlook those. Let me give that a try.
Sure.
So I bought these kidney beans and I thought, I like these. These will be great. So I get these home and I'm hungry and I'm like, right, time for some kidney bean cereal, I guess.
This is the most historian story ever. If you're a viewer of this show and you have watched the dozens of hours of historian describing himself and the wonky shit, this is it. This is textbook.
No, hold on. I mean, this story doesn't really go anywhere, but all right. So I'm hungry and I've got these kidney beans and they're all dried and hard.
See, this is how you know that the story is about to go places. I was hungry, and there were kidney beans, and they were dry, and then they were hot. What's the Snoop Dogg quote? Greeting loved ones. Let's take a journey.
So I read the instructions, and it says, soak them for 24 hours
Nice.
in cold water.
Yeah.
And I just went, what? What? I'm hungry now.
Literally inedible otherwise.
Fine.
I want to point out that in this situation, he watched the video and just effectively took the kidney beans at face value. Didn't look into any of the prep work. It wasn't until he got home that he read the instructions. This is flawless.
I'll order something. So I, went and I had some other food. But out of the principle of it, I started soaking these beans. Now, it's 24 hours later.
Yeah.
And I'm like, right, should be good now. I tested one of them. Still exactly as hard as they were when they first came out of the bag. And I went, all right, well, something must have happened, though. I then throw that pot of water on to boil. After an hour, these things are just as hard as when they came out of the bag. I was like, what is happening? So I just kept cooking them.
The what is happening moment, I have had that many times. I've had those moments on stream. I'll have just something glitch out. Just back to back things. And I'm just like, what is happening? This is the best story I've heard in weeks. Oh, I love this.
And kept cooking him.
Yeah.
And they did not get any softer. After about, however much it f***ing cost me in electricity to run this f***ing stove, I went, Uber Eats. That was the last time I ever tried to eat poor people food.
My mom is very.
I want to know. I want to know what the interaction here was. Like, I don't actually know how to cook these kidney beans. I actually don't know. I don't know enough about this interaction. So, somebody in the comment section, please enlighten me what happened here, and I will try to pin the comment. That is a certified. See, I laugh because I've been through those moments of just what is happening.
very adamant about not wasting food and also not buying food if you can make it.
Right.
Which is very frustrating to hear from a woman who's like capable of cooking anything. So when I take her out to eat, like we'll go and get like fried chicken and she'll be like, I can make this. And I'm like, I know you can make this. Like that's not the point of why we're doing this. And she'll say it to me when I'm on my show, like, you know how to fry chicken. I'm like, I'm not. Are you fucking joking? Do you have any idea how much of a hassle it is?
Yeah.
Get half a gallon of fucking oil to fry chicken
The cleanup alone.
and then what the fuck am
I don't know. We do got air fryers though, which technically fryer is a misnomer, right? Because it's just a convection oven, right, or something like that.
supposed to do with the oil? And she's just like, oh, you just keep frying stuff, and then once it gets dirty, I'm not gonna keep frying shit all week. I'm not gonna get the fucking lifespan out of this thing. Are you crazy?
Ad time.
I mean, that is before we get into the ad time, because I love these ad reads. That's effectively why you pay, though, right? We've gone over talking about whether it's Ruth Chris Steakhouse, whether we talked about sandwiches, anything, right? That's why you go out to eat. It's the convenience. Yes, absolutely. You could make a steak that outclasses with enough prep time any restaurant, any fine dining restaurant near you, right? Even a Michelin star restaurant. But that requires prep work, does it not? And if you want that kind of experience, let's say you want a Wagyu. Let's say your budget allows you to go after that Wagyu, right? You could cook it yourself, absolutely. Or you could go out to a fine establishment that does serve the Wagyu. If you want something like, it doesn't even have to be exotic. I was going to the fugu thing, right? It can be like, dude, I want some fried chicken. Okay, yeah, I could deep fry this. I could go get just, packs of chicken, could just deep fry all that, have leftovers for days. Absolutely, 100%, probably very cost effective too. Or you could go to Popeyes and just shove 20 biscuits in your mouth without drinking because you just want to prove you're actually just the throat goat. I don't know. Number of reasons. It comes down to convenience and time. It's a cost-benefit analysis of money and time.
Okay, I am driving really fast right now because I am super late with this truck full of NordVPNs.
Nice.
And I am innocently crossing the road to use public Wi-Fi at that cafe over there.
Oh no, he's going to get isekai'd.
No, look out. I'm going to hit you with the truck.
Collision. And that's when I woke up in a very strange land.
No!
So that just happened.
Harumph, you're the chosen one. I'm not very impressed. Come on, let's go see the king.
What?
I am the king. You are the
Is it bad that I heard "Let's go see the king" and I immediately thought about the South Park cheesing episode? What was it? What's the stupid parody of? I don't remember the name of the media. Was it a parody on a movie or a music video? I can't remember. Someone's gonna know exactly what I'm talking about, and they're gonna understand how I got to this point. I was half expecting just to have jousting instruments. We'll put it that way.
chosen one. I'm skeptical and self-deprecating. I'm not the
Nice.
chosen one. I'm just an ordinary guy.
No, look, he has the sacred symbol.
Oh, that's just a birthmark. No, you are the very prophesized guy.
I will never learn to love him.
You will bring peace and a 2-year plan with several bonus months to all 7 kingdoms and finally bring an end to Dredicus.
I'm evil. First, I'm gonna hack you.
Yes!
Then, I'm gonna sell your data.
Yes, Dredicus, yes!
And then I'll kill your dog.
Do it, Dredicus! Remove the Office UK from the international Netflix catalog!
No matter how much I training montage, I'll never be strong enough to fight Dreadicus. Something, inspiration, inner strength. Oh, okay. Wow, I did it. I believe in myself. Yes. Now do it across up to 6 different devices.
Nice.
You've been training for 2 years and also 4 bonus months now. And you are full strength.
Yeah.
NordVPN.
Wait, don't forget this MacGuffin item. Threat protection. If only I had had it many moons ago, I would not have lost my arm.
Dreadicus! This is the fight. Yup. What happened next was the most epic fight scene you've ever seen in television history. It was incredible. You would have loved it.
International Netflix catalog!
The dust settles, revealing I'm still alive.
The tide of the battle is turning against me.
Uh-oh, I never stopped driving this truck.
You did it. You defeated Dreadicus.
You're the new king. Thanks.
Also, I love you now.
I appreciate that. Let's see who was under that mask all along. Saily Man?
Okay, I was expecting this to be a completely different term. I thought he actually was gonna like pull his face off. You should see bone and sinew.
What? It's a twist. Don't think about it.
Yeah.
Instead, just go to nordvpn.com/incognito to get a 2-year plan plus 4 bonus months. It's a right good deal. You're gonna love it. It's the best damn VPN on the market. Ad or
10 out of 10 ad read. I don't understand why people skip these. Like, I get it. It adds to the reaction time. I get it. Retention span of people, right? People wanting instant gratification. I literally don't understand why people skip ads. There's so much to comment on, and people like Internet Historian just do such a good job of creating excellent ads. I think it is a disservice in React content to skip over ads.
You see,
What?
lifestyles are not the same throughout the world.
What?
Right.
Where do you get your beverages, Mr. Historian?
I put a cup outside and I wait.
Yeah.
All right. But
Actually-
some people in other countries have to have their drinks made for them.
I find that very hard to believe.
Okay, well, hopefully you don't find it hard to hit the play button.
What do you got?
Indian bouncing soda.
What?
It starts out with a man.
What?
Okay. All right. Good description.
Pouring a
Bro's got
man
it.
pouring. Okay, so there's a man with a bag of milk. It seems as though he's cut a hole in the bottom, and now the liquid is all pouring out into a glass.
Wait, are you a milk in a bag country? Because
What?
I'm not. I think it's weird.
Never put milk in a bag.
Yeah. I don't know.
I've never had milk in a bag, if I'm being completely honest. The idea sounds strange to me, but then again, I mean, the idea of German not sliced bread was also kind of weird to me. And then I'm like, no, that actually makes a lot of sense. Because just dude, whole loaf of bread. Like, yeah, no, cut it yourself. That's fine. Whole loaf in a bag. What else do you want? I think the U.S. is the weird one at this point.
Understand it.
Anywhere but a bag. Right, then he takes these little sachet packets of like chocolate powder mix, and he just very messily puts them into the glass. Samito, there's no flair at all. Where's the pizzazz?
Well, hold on. If this is what I think it is, you're about to be impressed. Ah, yep, here we go. Didn't mix it at all, he says.
Wow, he's good. Okay, I take everything back that I said. Wow, look at him go.
Wow.
You gotta imagine at least once or twice a day he fucks up and that dude behind him just gets splattered.
Do you think when he makes himself a soda at home, he's doing the same thing?
Oh, absolutely. His wife's pissed off because she's asking him to warm up breast milk from the fridge. He's over here doing spinny shit. She's like, babe. And he's like, sorry, just got off work. Yeah, there you go. I was going to say, I've seen ones where they fucking like bounce it off the ceiling and shit. This guy was just warming up.
Yeah.
Look how badly he's fucking up the ceiling. Look at the black marks.
First of all, he is...
Well, I mean, that's honestly, like, that's part of the flair, right? That's part of the flair of doing this, right? You're writing off any potential losses, or like spill milk or whatever, right? Like, you're already writing off that cost potentially, as long as it doesn't, like, happens like maybe once or twice a day, right? Like, I mean, the cost is so negligible to having your niche, right? Or having what you do, right? That's just kind of like you write that off. The ceiling, I mean, something that I would look at. Like, yeah, no, okay, yeah, he hits ceiling a lot, but I mean, it's kind of a non-issue, at least to me. Interesting. I'm loving the concept.
dripping wet.
Oh, wow.
I don't think he's great at this.
It's not sweat, it's splashback, right?
I would hope it's sweat.
I love the idea that his wife, like, really disapproves of the way he's so flamboyant with the milk. And she's like, you're just going to serve the milk right. You promise you're not going to do this spinny thing anymore. I promise I won't. And then he goes home and he like, his shirt is drenched and he smells like sour milk. She's like, what have you been doing? What have you been doing all day? Nothing, I swear. Someone dropped a milk on me. It's not what you think.
Can you imagine what it'd be like to come home as like a circus clown, but your wife's like an accountant?
Yeah, she's like, no more clown. He's like, I promise. But then he just keeps doing it anyway. And he has to like sneak into the house.
And you got to just come home wiping the makeup off your face.
Get rid of all the makeup.
You're covered in like cream pie, like whipped cream and like the spray water.
He's like knocking on the bathroom door. It smells like remorse in there. What are you doing?
That's what this dude's life is.
No way. They're adding sound effects.
Yeah, they are. 100%.
Yes.
There's no way that's real.
That one's not real.
Because it's got like
That
CSGO
one's not real.
shotgun loading sound effect. Oh, he dropped it.
Rip.
No.
Certified
Bubble.
goofball.
Foul.
Could I do it? No. Should I do it? Probably not. But I gotta say, whoever's making glasses in India, good job.
I don't think I'd drink it. I'm going to be honest.
No.
I don't know.
I feel like that's one of those things. I don't know if it's because I've seen a very like small portion of certain TikTok and Shorts videos that I've seen. I've seen people try to point out, was it health standards? I guess. Like I don't, but I mean, then again, you go to like any restaurant anywhere, right? I mean, the U.S. has it. I'm sure other places in the world have it as well. You're going to have restaurants that are up to code. You're going to have restaurants that aren't up to code. I don't think that's necessarily like a fair generalization to make. I don't know. I'd have to learn more about Indian street food culture. I would have to delve into it because I feel like there's some absolute winners here. Like there's absolute like W dishes and stuff, but I don't know enough about it. Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting to look at though. It's very pretty to look at, especially the performance on it. I don't know. I'm mixed. I would try it probably.
Anything that needs to be shaken that violently.
Yeah. I like
That's
this. This is a good segment.
Nut.
You know what, Samito? I am tired of in the field. What if I did a worst case scenario?
Oh.
What?
And you were trapped in an insane asylum.
Okay.
You
Hold up, what was that?
And you were trapped in an insane asylum.
Okay, that's what I thought I heard.
You suddenly feel a sharp pain in your stomach.
Oh no.
Everything goes black. It is your appendix again. Now, you are taken to a very serious hospital. There you are.
Hey, that's
Okay.
me from when I had my penis ensmallment.
You're in hospital.
Okay.
Now, there happens to also be another guy at the hospital. He is very stressed out. The CIA is after me brainwaves.
Hey, buddy, you okay, man?
How did you know my name was Buddy?
See, that's his first mistake, is you don't engage with that. You just ignore it. You try to make yourself as small as possible. You try to make yourself as uninteresting as possible. If you acknowledge their behavior, it just escalates their behavior. They now have that avenue. Just ignore someone like this.
I'll kill you.
Listen,
I'll kill
I
your
can
family.
see you're stressed out. Let me try to put your mind at ease, all right? I'm in your walls. I'm in your walls, man. I'm in your walls.
He gives you a smile. He goes, well, you know what? You'll be in the walls soon.
Nice.
And you don't know what that means.
No.
Now, time passes. It's nighttime now, and you go to sleep.
Sure.
But while you're asleep, Buddy sneaks into your room.
He goes up to the medical chart at the foot of your bed, and he swaps them. He swaps his chart with your chart.
Oh, fuck.
When you wake up the next morning, how you doing, little fella?
How are you doing, doctor?
Well, you gave us a bit of a fright there. Okay, well, we're just going to put these restraints around you.
Nice.
What?
All right, take him away, boys. And then security comes and takes you to...
I I'm at Hogwarts?
It's the Westminster Asylum for the clinically insane and especially not good in the head and often dangerous and likes to bite.
Okay, I'll roll.
Sounds like a fun time. Look, at that point, inhibition's out the window, okay? You have to assert your dominance somehow, okay? Some people aren't going to respect the T-pose, okay? And at that point, maybe you got to bite a few people, okay? Maybe you got to throw a few people in the bathroom, throw their heads in the toilet, okay? You have to assert that dominance, because if you lose that dominance chain, you're going to be dropping the soap left and right, okay? It's not going to be a good time. You have to assert your dominance.
With it.
You are now trapped. How do you prove that you are sane and get out? Okay, so your doctor comes in for an interview.
Hello.
Hey, buddy.
What's going on?
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Back?
We're so glad to have you back.
It's my first time here.
Oh, is that right?
See, but telling the truth just puts you in a hole. My default shitpost answer is force some sort of paradox and make them question their life decisions.
Well, we're very glad to have you then.
Brilliant. My name's Samet. What's your name?
I'm Dr. Incredulous.
Wow, I can't believe that's your name.
All right, well, I'll be back with your pills.
Brilliant.
And he comes back. Here you go, little fella.
Oh, fuck yeah,
Just
M&M's.
Yes! Oh, dude! You don't even gotta pay the prescription price or insurance. Well, this just turned into a W real quick. Free pharmaceuticals, let's go.
Just take these, and you'll be back to yourself in no time.
Absolutely. And as I reach out my hands to grab the pills, I fucking wrap them around his leg,
Nice.
take him down to the ground, and choke him unconscious with the fucking window curtain.
16.
Works.
He is unconscious. Now what?
I take his glasses, I take his lab coat, I take his stethoscope, I throw my shirt on him.
All right, it's Dr. Samito. Okay, so what are you going to do?
I step outside of the room, and I move into the next door.
Doodly doodly doo, it's me. I'm going to roll a dice, and the first security guard that you walk by, I'm going to see if he falls for any of this stuff, because you really look just like the patient that was admitted, and you definitely don't look like Dr. Incredulous. 8. You got an 8.
Out of 10?
This is such a terrible idea. You would have to roll a 20.
I'm a brown guy in a lab coat. Who the fuck is questioning me?
Hold up. He's got a point. He has a point here.
All right, stop right there, criminal scum. Who are you?
I quickly glance at his badge. What's his name say?
I'm a security guard working for the hospital. I don't have no names. I'm a face without a name. I'm a bit of a rogue
I don't
agent.
believe that. I'm Dr. Incredulous. What's your deal, man?
All right, you can have my name. It's Let's do this.
Let's do this.
And
yeah.
I'm ready to
I
do
know.
this.
Let's do
I
this.
know. Let's do this. We've met before, don't you recall? Don't tell me you've been sampling some of the pills we've been giving the patients.
Listen, I've been working here the past 5 years.
5 years, yeah, I know.
In fact, Dr. Incredulous is the godfather to my children.
Of course.
I know what Dr. Incredulous looks like.
You think
and you
I wouldn't
are
know,
not
little...
him. Why don't you claim to be a new doctor or something? Why do you claim to be the same one that people
I
see every
can't
day?
believe this is the roadblock we're bumping into. What's it matter?
So listen, I'm gonna let you off this time, but I want you to do one thing.
Anything, let's do this.
See, the thing is, you're probably still a very dangerous mental patient, and so I need you to do a whole therapy session in order to cure yourself.
That's a trap, but sure.
Suddenly you're in the therapy office. Why not? Why don't you have a seat over there in the chair?
I think it started when my mom's standards dropped and she met my father. Could I ask? I'm a little confused. Why am I in here? What makes me crazy?
Well, you know, it's a multi-factor thing. Let us begin with what you are wearing. Next, you attacked an innocent doctor who was merely trying to help you. And third, on your medical chart, it said that you were a paranoid schizophrenic.
Nice.
With gingivitis.
No, the incurable disease. Yeah, so what if I agree to brush my teeth and stop attacking doctors. That should cover most of that, no?
Wait, do you think brushing your teeth will cure you of your craziness? Go
My
on.
God.
I cough, and then I lunge at her legs and start strangling her with the window.
We're back to square one.
Listen, you've come up with one solution so far, which is violence every time.
Look, it's payday logic, okay? If you silence enough guards, if there's no witnesses, did it ever happen? Did the crime ever happen? Is SWAT gonna get called? It's payday logic. We all know this.
What do you want me to do? You and I both know I'm not talking my way out of a mental facility, man. Listen, I want to get better, doctor. I want to get out of here and go see my family and my internet friends that are definitely real.
Well, luckily for you, we just have this brand new pop quiz that you can take, and it will determine if you are crazy or regular.
Crazy frog, no.
Give me the quiz.
Okay, so here's the first test. What do you see?
My
Okay,
God.
I see Kermit.
That is a frog. Yeah, you got little legs here. Little legs. You got his tiny legs up top. Near his head. Yeah, it's just a frog. Just a cool little frog, dude.
The frog, bussing it down sexual style.
Yeah.
He might be a quirked up white boy goated with the sauce, maybe?
Congratulations, that's exactly right. Well, you've passed number 1 of 3. All right.
My God.
4. Getting out of the insane asylum. This is question 2. If 3 kids can eat 3 hot dogs in 3 minutes, how many minutes would it take for 100 kids to eat 100 hot dogs?
I feel like this is a trick question. 3 kids can eat 3 hot dogs in 3 minutes. Like the bait answer, the red herring is 100, right? Oh, this is bait. Oh, I'm trying. I don't know what the actual solution is. I'm gonna go with the bait answer of 100.
Dun, 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 dun. Would you like to phone a friend?
There's a
Ask
twist.
the audience. Or 50-50.
Can I phone a friend?
We don't actually allow phone calls. Yeah, all right. Who do you want to fucking call?
Can I call my buddy Sammy, the helicopter pilot? That's what we call him.
All right.
Sammy, I'm in the mental asylum, man. Come smash in the window and helicopter me out of here.
Don't you want to ask me how many kids can eat how many hot dogs? You've only got like 30 seconds left on the clock.
It's 100 minutes, man. Just get the helicopter around to the back side. They're gonna bring me to the padded room. I need you to smash into the side of the building and get me out of here. Maybe bring 2 helicopters.
Okay, fine. Let me roll for that. You got a 13. All right,
Does it
guess
work?
that means that Sam's on his way.
Okay.
Wait, what did you say your answer was again?
I'm going to say 3 minutes. Final answer.
That is correct.
Yeah. No, I knew the 100 minutes was a bait. 100%. What were the other answers? I saw the 100 hot dogs.
I'm going to say
100 minutes, 100 hot dogs. Depends if there's ketchup or 3 minutes. You know what? If it's mayonnaise, I could do it. I could do it faster. I could do it. Someone out there is absolutely molding and seething about me talking about putting mayonnaise on hot dogs. They're absolutely going to lose it.
3 minutes. Final answer.
That is correct. Well done, Samito. Now, to prove whether you are definitely nuts or totally normal, final question. So, if I was to... Listen up, Samito. This is not the third question. I need your help. The CIA, they're coming for you. They put a microchip in the back of your head. This was all an elaborate scheme. They're trying to silence you, Samito. They're coming for you. You are the chosen one. Quick, take my gun. It's in my top drawer in my desk. When I say, are you ready for question 3? That's when you have to act. Samito, you have to save the world. All right. So... Samito, are you ready for question 3?
Yes,
What do you do?
I do not get up and go for the fucking top drawer that's obviously fucking laced with nerve gas or something, man.
Yeah.
This is too obvious.
Yeah.
You can see she's holding this smile on her face, but she can't like hold the muscles for too long. It's becoming a faker and faker smile over time.
Oh, for the love of God. Okay, I get up and go to the fucking top drawer and fucking save the world.
Oh no, Samito, it was a trap. The nerve gas releases from out of the drawer.
Oh no. What?
Looks like you failed the test.
This was the test the whole time? Who could have fucking guessed? Oh no.
But wait, you already high rolled on the Sam the helicopter pirate. And so he comes right through the wall. The blades cut up the psychologist, and she is dead. Quick, Samito, make your escape.
What does this happen?
So we're going to talk about the patient whose chart got swapped, and he's going to have to go through an appendix surgery. We're going to talk about that.
To do with cooking.
Thanks for watching.
The best answer. I love it. Oh my god. Oh god, I love reacting to these. They take a little bit more time. They take a little bit longer, but good god, they are just next level. I absolutely recommend that you go ahead and check out both Incognito Mode and Internet Historian down in the description down below. I have linked to both channels for your convenience and this original video as well. That was epic. I have no words for that. That was actually epic. Thank you all for watching.